Oh, it is a V-nickel. Sweet. Oh, 1894, baby. So, someone just reached out to me with permission on an 1864 house. So I'm on my way there now. It's about an acre of land. It may keep me busy all weekend. We'll see. The home is being rehabbed and the lawn is overgrown, so the owner isn't concerned with me damaging the yard. I'll still be very careful, of course. And there may be nothing there, but 1864, that's pretty good. 1864 was, that says, you know, that's in the era of the Civil War. So there could be interesting things to find there. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. As soon as I hung up with the guy, I got my gear on and headed straight out. So, and even if nothing turns up at this place, I'm still going to be very grateful. And I'm still going to enjoy myself. I am determined to have a good time. Let's see how tall the grass is. Hopefully it's not so overgrown that you can't swing a detector. And as you can see, it's really overgrown. It might be too overgrown to detect. In which case, as old as it is, I have to give it a pass. I'm going to try the front yard of the house, see how I can manage in this very high grass. And there does seem to be some areas behind the house that are a little less overgrown because they're in the shade. So we're going to give those a stab too. Wish me luck. So far, I've just uncovered some interesting items, no coins or anything. I found this. Looks like a cap to a pipe. Looks like it's made of copper or maybe brass. I think it's copper. I did find what I think is part of an old tea service that I believe was made of pewter and then silver plated. Here, I'll show you. Whoops. See, there's the base of it. It still has some silver plating on it. And then over here is the part that went on top, see? But it looks like it's pewter. It's definitely falling apart. But then, over here, I just found this laying on the ground. I already picked it up once. Isn't that lovely? Rings up like copper. Got a little fold, so it originally went over something. Maybe a collar clip of some kind. Very pretty. I think that's very old. I'm very, very excited about that. So, the overgrowth is brutal. I mean, it's very, very hard to work here. But, so, I haven't had much luck here. I've been fighting it hard, but it's almost impossible to swing a detector. And the other downside is it looks like some locals have been using it as a trash dump for a while, so it's just littered with modern junk. I really didn't have any luck. I'm very, very surprised that I didn't turn up a single nice 6-inch tone of any kind. This side yard here appears to be some sort of a septic system. I see a stack coming out of the ground, so I think this is recent fill. I found one penny modern 74 Memorial penny. So I think I'm going to give this property a pass. If the current landowner clears the lawn, I'll come back and give it another try. At least if I can swing the detector, it'd be a little bit better. I'd be able to get through it quicker, you know. So It's too bad, you know. I was a little excited, but you know, what are you gonna do? Hey, at least I got to detect. I can't complain. So once again, there were the finds. Got the little pewter, the remains of the pewter platter. It really hasn't kept very well. You can see a little bit of the silver plating on it. That lovely, I keep calling it a collar clip. I don't know if that's what it is, but it's sure what it looks like to me. This 1977 D memorial penny and this copper cap, pipe end or something like that. But that was it. Today I'm on my way to an old farm. It dates to 1876, so I'm kind of excited about that. The homeowner said that I was welcome to come and detect. She did say that she would like to keep anything of historical significance to the farm. So I imagine that means if I unearth things like buckles or horse tack or things like that, things that connect with the history of the farm, she'd like to keep them. She said she wasn't interested in coins and things like that, so it looks like I'll get to keep those. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm just excited to get the chance. I'm told the property has been hunted at least once before, but it's very, very big. It's several acres. So there's got to be more there. And I'm hoping that it turns into something really good and I can come back, because at that size it's something you'd have to hit multiple times. Anyway, that's it, and I will keep you posted as things happen. Well, not super old, but it's old. Unfortunately, it's broken. But you can see right there, that's the prohibition warning I was talking about in the last video. Federal law prohibits sale or reuse of this bottle. And there is a logo on the top that I don't recognize. Maybe you do. Looks like two people shaking hands. Frankfurt? Interesting. I'll take this. Unfortunately, if you try to soak this lid, that logo will come right off. I probably shouldn't even dry brush it. I might dry brush the sides of the cap. It's a nice cap. Alright, let's see what else we can find. Well, I'm actually in the barn right now. It's got a dirt floor, and the homeowner said I could check in here. Got a slamming signal right here, right at the entrance, and I unearthed one huge horse buckle. Look at that. Leather straps still on it and everything. What a big sucker. I'll show that to the homeowner later. She may want that. That'd be nice in a display case. It's so cool that the leather is still on it. You can even see the stitching in that, see? The post is iron, so you can see it's corroding away. But the buckle itself is made of brass or something. Whew. That's a big sucker. Pretty neat. I'm liking this place. I'm liking it a lot. Just a few feet from where I found that beautiful old buckle. Still right behind the barn, and I just dug up definitely something that's an old artifact. Not the first one I found, but this may be one of the prettiest ones I've found. Have a look. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful? That's a Conestoga bell. Would have been hung on a wagon. Nice and clean inside. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Unfortunately, it's incomplete. The top is broken off, so the clapper's gone. But you could probably rig it on a piece of string if you wanted to hear it ring again. Alright, let's keep it going. In my professional opinion, this is part of something. Not sure what that is. Gave off a nice high tone. Came out of the ground like this. I thought maybe it was a big buckle of some kind, but got teeth all over it. I wonder if it's like a piece of farm equipment for carding wool or something. Don't know. Interesting though. Anybody knows what that is? Let me know. It's big, about the size of my hand, and I got pretty big hands, so yeah. Freaky. Alright, I gotta get back to it. Just loving the spot. It's very peaceful. But anyway, you always know when you're on a farm when you dig one of these. I've dug a lot of these over the years. That's an ox shoe, nice big one. You can see one of the nails is still in it, sticking out. You know, an ox doesn't have a hoof like a horse does. It has a pair of toes, kind of, a cloven hoof. And so they would make these two shoes, these teardrop shaped shoes. And there'd be one on this side of the hoof, and then there'd be one like reflected on that side of the hoof. I just got the one. There you go. I was down pretty deep. I'm just loving it here. I hope I get to come back. Because there's no way I'm going to finish today. This place is gigantic. Anyway, that's it. Let's keep it going. It's a wheat penny. Only a 57D. But it's in pretty good shape. I'll take it as a good sign. We're out in the woods now. Right next to where I dug the wheat penny, dug a little itsy-bitsy piece of copper pipe. Nothing special about that. But this little guy came out of the hole with it. He's a little jockey. Looks like he's got something reflective on his helmet. I'll clean him up later. A little pole to attach him to the horse. The horse isn't here, just the jockey. He's my shovel jockey now. That's pretty neat. I'll keep that. Found this interesting area here. It's like a circle. Circular path around some trees. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. But anyway, about 6 inches down right here, I found this cool item. It's broken, unfortunately, but it's definitely old. That's a silver-plated spoon. It's not stainless. And if I clean it up some, I might be able to get a maker's mark off the back of the stem. But I'm pretty sure it's old. That's cool. This one was just below the surface. Popped it out with the probe. Didn't even have to dig for it. It's another silver-plated spoon. There. All the silver plating is gone, or almost all of it. There's definitely a maker's mark there. I can't read it, but maybe you can. It's pretty. Got some lovely leaf work and scroll work on it. Looks even better when it's not being thrown around. I mean, it's beat. I'll clean that up a little bit when I get home. That's a nice find. Always like finding flatware. I've never dug an actual sterling spoon. I know they exist. Well, it's something right at the tip. I wonder what that is. Must be like a piece of fruit or something. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of grapes. That's cool. So, it's pretty neat, huh? I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Whew. Oh, the sky looks gorgeous. Look at those clouds. It's supposed to rain again soon. It's raining all morning. But I'm happy. I've had a good day. I'd like to have found an old coin, but that's okay. Can't have that every day. The sky is talking. Yeah, I already heard a little thunder, so time to call it quits. The farmers, they said I could come back tomorrow, so lots of stuff with personal stories, so I'm kind of liking that. Speaking of stuff with personal stories, I want to show you the last thing I just found here. I'm kind of stoked, because it's the first time I've ever found a whole one. Those of you who are detectorists will know what it is immediately, because they are very common in old places like this. Oh, here, let me show you. Alright, all you smarty pants detectorists out there, sit down. Let one of the other students answer. Neat, huh? What is this object? Holes of varying sizes going from small to long. Well, a long time ago, people loved music just the way they did today. And a long time ago, one of the most popular instruments for people to learn to play was the harmonica. That is a harmonica reed. The reed itself is made of brass or copper, and there would be little tiny thin pieces of brass attached to those holes, one on each side. And they would be the actual reeds that would vibrate when someone is blowing through the harmonica or sucking air through it. Blow and draw. Those are all gone. All that's left is the reed. That's very common. And in old places like, she's talking, in old places like this, it's very common for us to unearth these kinds of things. And I love harmonica reeds. Every time I pick this up, every time I pick one of these up, I'm touching something that someone used when they were trying to be their happiest. When they were just resting at the end of the day, or maybe entertaining someone and trying to make them smile, when they were performing their art. I love that. That's what this is. This is someone's music. I think that's really cool. I'm very delighted. I wonder whose it was. I wonder how good they were at it. Well, it's been a wonderful day here on the 1876 farm. But I do need to draw it to a close. Yeah, definitely time to call it quits. When the sky starts talking, I start walking. So let's go over the finds. You've pretty much seen them all at this point, but just have a little tailgate wrap up. Whew. All right. So we got that beautiful buckle and the strap, an old hose spigot, whatever the heck that is, Conestoga bell, a broken bottle of Prohibition era. I'll probably throw that out since it's broken. Little jockey, a little plastic doodad. I'm not sure what this dingus is. Some kind of a cable guide, maybe, for guiding cables. R22 India direct burial. Yeah, not sure what that is. Rang up good. Got the ox shoe, the silver-plated spoons, harmonica reed. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular pennies, a wheat penny, and half a zinc penny, because zinc pennies are garbage. There's a little promotional Red Sox penny, one of those squished pennies. 2 dimes, a nickel. That's $1 exactly right there. It's all modern. So we got $1.06 and a half. No one will take the half cent. This thing here, those are some marbles in the center, but this is some kind of old piece of farm equipment. It's got ball bearings in it, see them? All rusted in place. I'm going to tumble that and see what that looks like when it comes out of the tumbler. This big sucker, I believe, is the rim for a wagon wheel. Goes right on the end of the wagon wheel. I think. I'm not sure. I think that's what that is. So there you go. You know, nothing super valuable, but definitely some personal things, some interesting things. And they said I'm welcome back tomorrow. Holy smokes. Cats and dogs, man. And I definitely am going to want to come back. This is a good place. It's a good day. Beautiful spot. And a lovely day for it until now. Alright guys, you take care, and I will see you on the next hunt.